Hey everyone, welcome back to Ralph Ingolstadt Arena. After a game that was not really close tonight at all from the drop of the puck, UND blew out Miami 9-2 in the series finale. This game just, UND had 2 goals disallowed right away in the game, and it didn't matter whatsoever. It seemed like every shift in the first period they were scoring a goal.
Yeah, the crazy first 2 periods. I mean, with those 2 goals, one, Mark McMillan's right off the bat started things early and had a pretty good atmosphere in the Ralph, I thought, for the most part.
Yeah, this was one of the better atmospheres, I thought, in the building this year. At the times it's been a little bit quieter. The students, I ripped on them pretty good last night. They didn't show up very well. They're here tonight a little bit better. It's still not as great as I've seen, but the ones that were here were a little more into the game. Then even before the first goal was scored, they were into big hits and stuff like that. So there's a lot of energy in the building. Maybe TJ Oshie had a little bit to do with that. Some fans are fired up from earlier today.
It's a big hockey day.
You talked to some players today about that a little bit, and they mentioned that they were watching, and they did get fired up a little bit watching that.
Yeah, they talked about the coaching staff at UND here talking about TJ Oshie's effort and the incredible day he had, and trying to carry that into tonight's game and kind of play the way that some of the characteristics that TJ showed in that shootout, which was kind of just grit, determination.
And not stop with one.
not stop with one, and playing loose, too. I think that was kind of something a couple different guys mentioned, too.
UND, they scored twice on the power play. They scored a lot of even-strength goals, which meant a lot of plus-minus stats. They really helped them in that category. Paul Adu, you wrote about him last night. A +6 tonight. You don't see that too often.
No, and there were some rough plus-minuses on the other side.
Yeah, Taylor Rickard, he was a -6. He got one back at the very end of the game, and kind of a cruel irony, it was his birthday today, so that's not how he wanted to celebrate his birthday. Miami's really in a free fall right now. I was wondering coming into this series how this team is that low in the standings, and I guess we found out.
Yeah, and one aspect that you brought up a few times this weekend was defensively. It seemed like North Dakota was able to go wide around their defensemen and set up some easy looks for teammates that way.
Matt Cato, a pretty good defenseman for them, but other than that, some other guys just aren't quite at that level. Goaltending did not help them at all this weekend. The goaltending was not good. Either guy. UND had some pretty, no chance type of goals but they had the miscue out front. That Colton St. Clair ended up scoring on the goal. A really good skill play to knock that out of the air by Colton, but still your goaltender made a mistake there. The other guy lets in a shot from below the end line. By that time the game was over, but just
pretty rare that you have 3 goalie changes in a weekend without an injury.
I didn't even get that in my game story today, too. There's so much to write about. But they really struggled there. UND on the other side. Zane Gothberg came back in, and he was really sharp. When Miami did have some chances, he looked pretty good. So.
And what a nice way for UND to kind of ease him into game situations. You see him in practice, you bring him in a game where, he didn't have to make any one-goal lead saves.
Yeah, it was a pretty relaxed night probably for him in the net. So
still made some good saves though. Too.
He did.
I should probably mention that.
There was one backdoor play in the second period. I can't remember what period it was now, but Miami had outnumbered guys down low, and Zane made the initial save. He slid from left to right and made a second save on the guy who had a really good look. One of their better players too. So. When he starts doing those type of things, you feel that he's probably healthy now at this point. So, UND goes on the road now. Duluth, St. Cloud State, destiny in their own hands. To win the league and to get into the NCHC tournament. And Haxtell talked a little bit about that.
Big sweep done this weekend when you go on the road to face 2 tough opponents. Always important to take care of home games, and especially against a team that's struggling. UND didn't let Miami get healthy against them.
Exactly. Miami came into this weekend trying to get things on the right track for the playoffs, maybe thinking in the back of their minds that they're a team that could win the NCHC tournament and get in that way, which is possible, but it is not possible if they play the way they did tonight or this weekend. So that'll be something to watch. UND, Duluth next weekend. I'll be there. Not sure if he'll be there yet.
We'll see.
We'll find out. It's kind of a crazy weekend here in the sports department. So thanks for joining the live chat, for watching the video blog, and we'll catch you next week.